All right, guys. Just saw an interview with Flex Wheeler. Actually, I think that was Generation Iron. Maybe he was talking about a couple different things. Number one is Kevin Ronnie's comeback. Sounds like Flex thinks he can do some damage at about 90%. I agree with that. Comes in less than that though. Flex doesn't give him much of a chance. I think he's waiting on some other picks, maybe of his legs, that kind of thing, before he makes a total assessment. But also another thing that he was talking about, briefly, albeit, was today's bodybuilding. Flex doesn't think that these guys are getting too big, and I tend to agree with him. I think he's right. I think it's a state of bodybuilding. It is the way it is. The goal is to get bigger. So he brought up Ronnie Coleman. A lot of these guys don't come in with Ronnie's size anymore. So maybe a lot of these guys aren't. He said a lot of these guys aren't getting too big in his eyes. So he seemed to be happy with the state of the sport. I mean, you got like a guy like Big Rammy, obviously, but Big Rammy has to win something before he becomes, you know, somebody we can really talk about. In the same breath with Ronnie Coleman, obviously. He said Ronnie Coleman he thought was the best bodybuilder in history. I agree with that. I think Ronnie's clearly the best bodybuilder in history. Well, it's good to hear somebody talk about it in a positive light about today's bodybuilders not being too big. I mean, it is what it is. It's bodybuilding. So they're going to take everything to the extreme. Yeah, I mean, they're getting some guts, but these guys eat a lot. If they can control the gut on stage, then it's really not that big a deal in my eyes. But, Flex was pretty positive for the most part. I like that. So, he looks like he's doing well. He doesn't think LeBroni's making a mistake coming back. He brought up a good point. Bodybuilding in general is a dangerous sport, not just being in the sport at a particular age. So, you know, putting your life on the line when you're doing anything you love to the extreme, an extreme sport like that. So, I thought it was pretty interesting. It was kind of good to hear an old school guy like Flex Wheeler, take a positive light on today's bodybuilding and not really, have a lot of negative things to say about it. So, that was good to hear.